Welcome to a short video on the calculation of uneven cash flows with the TI-84 calculator. Now this is where the TI-84 shows its difficulty with financial calculations. Let's first open the financial sections by depressing the Apps button, choosing 1, and finally we're going to choose 7 instead of 1. Now the math behind this calculation is rather simple. All you're really doing is taking each individual cash flow and discounting it back and then adding them up, hence the net and net present value. Now here's your function. Now let's go ahead and do this problem here. Now what is the net present value of the following cash flows? The current cash flow today is 0. If you see here on this formula, this function, here's your outlay, and we're going to have that 0. Cash flow 1 would be 100, cash flow 2 is 200, cash flow 3 is again 200, and cash flow 4 is 300. And we're going to discount them back at a 10% rate. Now I've got the calculator ready to go. Let's go ahead and input. We first input our rate, and then comma. Our initial outflow, or CF0, is 0, so put 0. And now we have to put another comma, and we're going to go ahead and hit second and this bracket, and now I can put my cash flows. Cash flow number 1 was 100, comma. Cash flow 2 is 200, comma. Cash flow 3 was also 200, and the fourth cash flow was 300. Now I have to do the second bracket here, change, and then I'm going to go ahead and close it and hit the enter key, and we have our answer at $611.37. Now there really is no good way that we can get a net future value. We could do the opposite of the net present value calculation that we did longhand. I didn't show you, I mentioned it, by basically taking each cash flow and finding their future value and add them up. Or I could just do it this way, taking my previous net present value and compounding it 4 times at 10%. So let's clear this, hit Apps, hit Finance, and hit 1. And now we'll just do it this way. We'll put 4 periods at 10%, a negative $611, and I believe it was 37 cents, becomes alpha. Enter. $895.11.